Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Wrestling's Real, the unfiltered and uncensored video podcast in which we cover the best and worst shows in the history of professional wrestling. I am Andy, flanked by my brother Kyle.
Hello. It's been a great day so far, man. We chilling. We're having a good time. I can't wait to talk about this pay-per-view.
As always, we got our brother from another mother, Mario.
Ooh, what a time to be alive.
Are you kidding me?
Fantastic Four is coming out next year. Sonic the Hedgehog is coming out this year.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord, what a year we have coming. And Wrestling's Real is climbing the charts as one of the greatest wrestling podcasts of all time.
Mario's marking out. Like, I showed him the set pics for the thing.
Oh, I got so excited, man.
The Fantastic Four, and he's been listening to Sonic music on the ride down.
Yeah, we
here,
listened to Sonic music the whole ride up.
We're marking out. Like,
have a great day.
It's so good to be in the same room with you boys again. It was a cruel summer.
Oh, dude, it's too hot. It's still too hot. I can't wait for fall season. Like, just the fall is the best.
Apple cider.
Oh, it's the best.
Apple cider, spooky season, bad blood.
Halloween Havoc 95.
Woo.
Fun fact, this channel was established September 8th of 2023. By the time this episode drops, it will be 1 full year of Wrestling's Real.
Wow. Who knew? It seems like we just got started.
To tell you the truth, my expectations were low. Well, let me rephrase that. I didn't expect what we have now.
And we talked about putting this together for so long.
I know.
We started a wrestling podcast. And it's like, yeah, and it kind of came off as a joke. Then finally, I was like, yo, let's actually do this. I think this would be really cool, and
let's have fun with it.
Yeah, like I've been doing content creation for a few years now.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, like, you, Mario, Kyle, and myself, like, we're all too familiar with the YouTube game.
Yeah, but
it's really difficult to organically grow.
It's a different game, man. Like, we started a fresh YouTube channel, and the algorithm really liked us, and we've been meeting new people like crazy that come back and watch every week, and we appreciate that. We see you guys in TikTok, we see you guys on the shorts, we see you guys everywhere. We love doing this, man. So here's to another year of Wrestling's Real.
Yeah, man. I mean, you fast forward 1 year later, we've made some new friends, like you said, and I'm having the time of my life. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everybody watching and interacting with us. We ain't slowing down anytime soon, motherfuckers. With that out of the way, WWE is bringing back Bad Blood after a 20-year hiatus. So what better way to celebrate than to cover the first Bad Blood? Why it took us so long to cover a 1997 show is beyond me.
For me, I want to watch the things that I'm not familiar with to form a new opinion, a fresh opinion on something.
97 is regarded as one of the greatest years in WWE, so I'm just surprised it took us this long.
It does feel like the Attitude Era, obviously, but you still have some gimmicks and some goofy things that just kind of stand out from the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
So it's still the very fresh start. You know what I mean?
Mario, have you watched this show before?
Only the main event, because this is sort of a iconic moment.
Oh yeah, it is.
Undertaker Hell in a Cell is always a recipe for good sports entertainment, and this is one of them that I've seen plenty of times, but I just didn't know about the rest of it. We get an appearance from our boy Steve Austin in this show. We get a lot of fun little surprises, but yeah, I never saw the full card, and we have some good matches to talk about, I think, tonight. So
without a doubt, I'm excited. Kyle, I know you were an embryo when this show was happening, but I imagine you have fond memories of rewatching this show.
No, I'm pretty sure I was familiar. I heard the glass break Stone Cold theme, obviously.
You heard that in Mom,
in the womb, obviously. Yeah, and I heard the pops. I know who.
Kyle had his finger on the pulse.
Over immediately.
Yeah, Kyle had his finger on the pulse. He was born a wrestling fan.
I was born a smart mark. Honestly, the thing that I only knew about this pay-per-view was obviously the Hell in a Cell match. That is the most notable thing about this pay-per-view. It is one of the best, arguably the best Hell in a Cell match ever. This set the tone for the next Hell in a Cells. Like, you either have to do everything that they did or top that. This was a great fucking match, rewatching it. And obviously, KANE coming out at the end. As a kid, KANE was my favorite wrestler. It was KANE, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio. Those three have been my favorite.
Goosebumps
when I was a kid.
What a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
At this moment in time, Kyle, like you said, it was Attitude, but it wasn't. Like, we were on the cusp of the Attitude Era. There's a lot of hearsay. You know, when did it start? Some people think it started at like WrestleMania 13 with Bret and Austin. Some people think it started at WrestleMania 14 with Austin beating Shawn.
You can decide.
Yeah,
basically, whatever works for you in your head canon.
In my head canon, I think it starts at Montreal, '97 Survivor Series. Bret getting screwed and Vince going on TV introducing the Mr. McMahon character.
It's tough because this is definitely Attitude feeling. Andrew.
It was, yeah.
Like, look at Shawn just like showing his cock and balls and ass all the time. He's going against the rules. DX is just like freshly starting.
Yeah.
Stone Cold is Stone Cold still. Stone Cold is a great highlight in this pay-per-view.
Oh my god, I can't wait to talk about him.
And The Rock is heel. He's just starting. He's almost there. He's almost there. I feel like this is a fair...
It's a fair argument to say this is part of the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
Like, WWE wasn't full on Attitude yet, but the stars were aligning, and I mean that quite literally.
If it wasn't for the Max Mini match, it's a Attitude Era pay-per-view.
Without further ado, boys, let's dive into Bad Blood 1997. We open with a tremendous video package. Shawn Michaels and Undertaker's rivalry has reached a boiling point. In tonight's main event, they will be locked in the first ever Hell in a Cell. This package, man, like, they don't make them like this anymore.
Extremely intense, extremely dramatic.
So dramatic. Granted, modern WWE video packages,
oh, absolutely,
they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're super cinematic, but there's just something about the late 90s packages that get me so fucking excited.
No, like, it's the intense music, it's the
voiceover.
The voiceover, the black and white filters. It screams just
over the top.
Edgy, over the top drama, soap opera. It's fucking tremendous.
Just works with them too, how great of characters they are and workers, because I always, another video package that always comes to my mind is Running Up That Hill. That was the
that was WrestleMania 26.
That was 26.
Sean's retirement match.
Sean's retirement match, and that's another tremendous package too with the two of them. I think they're a match made in heaven. Shawn and Taker. It's
amazing.
Awesome. It's
and
so
we didn't
good.
even know yet.
Yeah.
They had
that
even
chemistry.
more to them.
Oh yeah.
Like, this is just like
an appetizer.
The start.
Yeah.
And their story together is extremely interesting because from what I hear on Taker's podcast and just interviews, Taker did not really fuck with Shawn Michaels.
No.
A lot of people did not really like Shawn Michaels.
Nobody
as a person.
fucked with Shawn.
Rightfully so. From what I hear, the stories, it seems that way. But on the other side, Devil's Advocate, Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler of all time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, and as soon as Shawn changed and all that stuff, Undertaker and Shawn became much, much closer.
It was the tale of two careers.
Yeah.
Yeah. 90s Shawn, obviously super athletic, acrobatic, sells his ass off, but he's also a dickhead behind the scenes and on camera. Reborn Shawn, little nicer, just as great as a wrestler, but like,
but he can bring that dog out.
Yeah, no,
if he wants to.
He was more into storytelling, I think, in his second run.
Those WrestleMania matches between them, it's pitch perfect.
Yeah. October 5th, 1997, live from the Kiel Center in St. Louis, Missouri. It's In Your House, Bad Blood. When I watched this show back, I thought to myself, this song sounds familiar.
WWF Bad Blood, In Your House.
This is Steve Blackman's theme song.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Shouts out to Ryan from Wrestling Bios, by the way. Thanks to his Reliving the War series, he turned Steve Blackman into a household name.
Good.
He puts over Steve Blackman more than the company ever did. Our commentary team for the evening is Jim Ross, Vince McMahon, and Jerry the King Lawler. This show would actually be the last event Vince would provide commentary for.
Oh, thank God.
I thought you liked Vince on commentary.
You shut the fuck up.
I thought you loved him.
One, two, and no.
Look at this apparatus of some sort.
That's I hear it all the time. I hear your voice when he does commentary.
This box-like structure.
I don't know what the fuck this is. It's a cage.
It's a cage. He like has a fucking thesaurus with him at commentary.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that, man.
It's an apparatus of some sort.
I just want to watch wrestling.
No
don't give me
shit.
these fucking spelling bee words.
While there's excitement in the air, there's also a bit of sorrow. Earlier in the day, Brian Pillman was found dead at the tender age of 35.
Which is eerie, man. We just had him on, was the last show we did he was in?
Yeah, the King of the Ring episode.
King of the Ring, yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah, he was one of the highlights of that show.
I know we already put Brian Pillman over in our King of the Ring episode, but
Yeah, watch that.
We
put him over.
Oh, we
huge.
put him over huge.
It's like him and Owen.
yeah,
Him and Owen were the highlights.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say how much potential was there. Like, imagine Pillman in peak attitude.
Yeah.
Like, he could have been generational. It's just so crushing. Our opening contest is a 2-on-3 handicap match. It's the Nation of Domination versus the Legion of Doom. Originally, Ken Shamrock was supposed to be the third man on the LOD side. But
cool.
He's out with an injury.
Oh, that sucks. I love Ken Shamrock.
Yeah.
big pop, massive pop for the Legion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, as always. The Road Warrior pop, as they say. Anytime they come out, that crowd is on fire. Much respect to LOD. And much respect for LOD making Rocky Maivia look real good. It was a fun 2v3, I would say. I really like the Nation as well.
LOD was super over. The Nation, consisting of Kama Mustafa, D'Lo Brown, and that young whippersnapper you referred to. While the Road Warriors weren't as much of an attraction as they were years earlier, the LOD, like you said, Mario, super over. The match was honestly nothing special, though.
It was a fine match. There were some like cool things.
Yeah, it was a passable tag team match to kick off the show. The key takeaway wasn't the in-ring work. The key takeaway was how much people hated The Rock.
Yeah, they wanted Rocky dead. They were die Rocky die.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
was brutal.
It's great.
And Rocky perhaps a bit reluctant.
This changed his life.
It did. When The Rock gets tagged in, the crowd rains boos and Rocky sucks chants. Vince is like jizzing himself on commentary, like knowing how much money he's going to make with that guy. I love D'Lo Brown. I love The Godfather, but Rocky is the star of the show here.
Rocky is the star, but I got to be honest, Andrew, I have a love towards D'Lo Brown.
As you should.
So fucking much.
He's the man.
I think he's extremely underrated. I know
Definitely.
he was very new here at the time.
Did you like D'Lo, Mario?
Oh yeah.
That fucking lowdown. Hell of a finish, kid.
D'Lo is... The way how he moves, it's so...
He moves his head like
It's
a
like the Tin
cockatoo.
Man gave him oil. He just oiled all his joints. He moves so smooth. Also The Rock as well.
No, dude, fuck yeah. Nobody wrestles like The Rock. JR does a great job putting over LOD. He talks about their accolades and all the titles they've held. While they were undoubtedly past their prime, they still looked really good in this match.
It's LOD, man. They're cool. Again, this match was just made to make The Rock
For sure.
look even better. You know what I mean? I really like LOD, but clearly they're here to make the young, fresh heel look like $1 million.
Oh, for sure.
That's everything. I mean, that's wrestling, baby.
And the Nation of Domination, they use all the classic heel tactics, powdering out of the ring, distracting the ref, nut shots. Like, it's just a paint-by-numbers tag match, but it was a really fun opener.
As usual, the third gear of this match is exciting.
Oh, yeah, the match
the
picks
hot
up.
tag.
When Hawk gets that hot tag, the Road Warriors absolutely clean house,
Beating the shit out of Nation.
and the crowd goes nuts. Farooq comes out for the distraction after LOD pick up Rocky for a Doomsday device. Kama kicks, he grazes Hawk into a
all
rock
right.
bottom.
It's all right.
1, 2, 3, Nation of Domination picks up the win. Solid opener, like I said.
It was fine. It was fine. It was cool to see LOD and Young Rock and
The match-
Young Rock.
Young Rock.
Not
Yeah. Young Rock.
It is technically
he's right.
Young Rock.
He's right.
The match accomplished what it needed to do. Everyone
And-
looked good, especially
D'Lo.
yeah, fuck yeah.
D'Lo always looks great.
Love him. Rocky Maivia.
You think I'm fucking joking?
No, I know. You're
right.
serious. Yeah, I'm sorry. Kyle's very sensitive. He loves D'Lo Brown. Don't get in between Kyle and his D'Lo.
Fucking right.
Vince throws to Sonny and Michael Hayes as they shill the WWF Superstar Hotline. Sonny proposes that after the show, her and Michael Hayes grab some drinks. Michael Hayes says, I know what happens when you drink. No, he didn't say that.
Oh, he's good. Why is Sonny in like every role on this pay-per-view? Like she has so many. Well, actually, no. I know why. I know why they need
ass
somebody.
And titties.
Yeah, exactly. They need somebody. The crowd needs something to look at. Vince is like clearly just all right. Just go out there and be hot.
Yeah, pretty much. Back to ringside, Vince informs the audience of Brian Pillman's passing and offers condolences to his friends and family. This was totally appropriate, but this should have been it. Vince gives another update later that is completely unnecessary, and we'll get to that. The match that was originally scheduled to take place was Brian Pillman versus Dude Love. However, due to Brian's passing, we have a change of plans. Vince believes that the audience will appreciate this attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Boys, we got ourselves a minis tag match.
Man.
It's Max Mini and Nova versus Mosaic and Tarantula.
I bet Mario got really excited when he heard Nova.
Yep.
You know?
You fucking Mark.
And I got excited for the colors because this little guy, because he got the Wolverine colors.
This little guy. All of them are. Which one?
I'm not going to keep this in, but Tarantula looks like Grand Metalik if he was in the dryer for too long.
No, you should keep that in. That's funny. I think that's funny. That's fucked up, but it's funny. Max Mini got a huge pop.
Max Mini did get a huge pop.
So I guess he was established on Raw already. Or something.
He was. He stole Jerry the King Lawler's crown at In Your House Ground Zero.
Oh, no wonder the King hates little people in this.
To WWE's credit, having some lucha representation is a great thing. However, I feel like this was completely out of nowhere, and it was just a reason for Jerry Lawler to make midget jokes.
It would have been funny, back in this time, obviously.
But now, in hindsight, it's kind of weird.
But, now it's okay,
Come on.
I get it. The King is a heel.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it.
Gotta be honest, I didn't like this, but I also didn't hate this.
No, I didn't hate it either. They were actually, they were trying to do some cool shit.
I'm a sucker for Lucha Libre.
Yeah, me too.
It wasn't Ray and Eddie, but
oh, get the fuck out of
for
here.
For a last-minute bout,
no.
These little guys, they understood the assignment.
There's some, it's not everything is looking great, but it was entertaining. It was fine. Thanks, Brian Pillman.
That was Brian's final rib. Jerry Lawler clearly understood his assignment to make as many out-of-pocket comments as possible. Kyle, did you write down any zingers from Jerry Lawler?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, you usually are on top of that shit. Well, Kyle's fired.
What do I gotta?
I'm kidding.
I gotta write down.
Fired.
No, because you did for King of the Ring. You wrote a bunch of one-liners for Owen. I was just curious if you had anything.
Well, Owen is actually funny.
Oh, yeah.
Owen is
right.
actually clever and funny.
Tarantula Gorilla presses Max Mini right on the English commentary desk, and Lawler is losing his mind.
I love Vince's glasses.
His cheaters. He looks like a grandpa.
It is funny to see the King laugh at him while he's
but every time Max Mini takes a bump, King laughs uncontrollably. It's not that funny.
I gotta tell you though, when the announce table spot happens, when he gets slammed in front of JR, when he made contact, I swear on my life, my dog squeaked his toy at the same time he made contact. So it sounded like he just went quick. It was the funniest shit.
Oh my goodness.
Finish of the match, Max Mini hits an arm drag into a crucifix pin. Tarantula's shoulders were up completely, but Kyoto counts the fall anyway. Max Mini and Nova are victorious at Bad Blood.
Cool. Awesome.
The match was a bit sloppy, but due to the circumstances, I'll give him a pass.
Whatever. You're passed.
Do you like the short guy match, Mario?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Okay.
But no, it's
no. If that was it, it was hilarious.
No. It's the whole situation is funny because again, leading up to when it starts, of Brian Pillman was found dead today. Blah, blah. We hope you enjoy this attraction because we had to, we could have got a great Dude Love match, but instead, let's get two fucking great workers to come out and just work for fucking 10, 20 minutes.
I thought you were going to say 10 or 20 bucks.
10 or 20 bucks. And instead we got this, which fine.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean, what's worse, this or the gimmick battle royale?
This.
I agree.
At least the gimmick battle royale had like scope. You know what I mean? Like it was a good view. The Astrodome.
Yeah, Iron Sheik looked like he was
Iron
fucking.
Sheik showed out.
Yeah.
He was waiting.
No, Sheiky Baby was in it. Of course it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sheik looked like he was fucking waiting for a bus half the time.
We get an advertisement for the greatest shirt in wrestling history. That's not an opinion, by the way. That's an objective
is.
fact. Like
It still is.
the Austin 316 shirt is transcendent. It's now time for the WWF Tag Team title match. We have the Godwinns taking on the Headbangers. Sunny makes her way out to the ring to introduce the competitors. What a difference a year makes. Why?
Why?
I don't know, because she's Sunny.
Why?
She needed something to do. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Last time we saw the Godwinns, they were happy-go-lucky country boys bringing out baby goats and shit. In 1997, they're rugged heels, no dancing.
It's like Deliverance.
Yeah, like no smiles.
Fucking ass sweat stains.
It's gross.
You see that shit? That's disgusting.
Instead of being accompanied by Hillbilly Jim, they're joined by Uncle Cletus. Relax, Mario. Relax, Mario. Not that Cletus.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Mario, what do you think about Uncle Cletus?
Oh, I love Uncle Cletus. Great worker.
Uncle Cletus.
No, I got a regular portion.
Vince says Sunny, of course, has a history with the Godwinns. Remember when she was slopped? King says that was the worst thing I've ever seen Sunny involved in. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen Sunny involved in. The Headbangers make their entrance to a pretty good response. They bring some good energy.
They do. It's just fit right into the times. Just like heavy metal, thrasher.
Yeah, counterculture.
Yeah, perfect. That was a perfect word for that. Yeah. Exactly. Counterculture. And didn't really fuck with the Headbangers as like a kid or just like a wrestling fan for a while until recently, and watching interviews with them.
They're good dudes.
Yeah, they are. They really are good dudes. And
I marked out when they showed up in the what was it, 2016?
Oh yeah,
they were in like the tag team tournament on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I marked the fuck out.
That was really fun.
It was a one-off. Like most tag matches at this time, it starts off quick, but then immediately slows to a crawl.
Yeah, I thought it was overall kind of sloppy, honestly.
Oh, dude, so sloppy. Not just the ring work, but the camera work. At one point, Phineas gets thrown out of the ring and Thrasher dives into him. Vince shouts, "What a maneuver!" Except the camera didn't catch it. Kevin Dunn must have been flossing or something. Not that flossing, like his big fucking teeth. When we see the replay, it was a complete botch. Vince lied to us. That was not a great maneuver at all.
That was awful.
He fell.
Yeah, no, that did not look good, but that's okay. That's fine. I can forget about that. There was a really scary bump that Midian took, and he landed right on his fucking neck. The move is supposed to be a backdrop. It's called a backdrop, not the neck drop.
Yes, Kyle.
That is extremely dangerous, and that was really scary.
When the Headbangers were on top, getting offense in, it was pretty fun. But when the Godwinns took control, I was like, ugh, back to first gear.
Yeah, I wasn't really enthralled with this match at all.
I really don't have much to say.
The whole thing with this pay-per-view is there were so many fucking tag team matches that it's
too many.
You just lose track of them.
Nothing against the guys in the match, but this was a really whatever tag match. And it really shouldn't be. This was for the title.
Yeah.
Finish of the match, Mosh goes for a senton and Phineas reverses into a sloppy-ass powerbomb. It's enough to put him away, though. 1, 2, 3. Godwinns are the new tag champs.
Congrats, Godwinns.
Just sarcastic as fuck.
I guess.
This is going to sound insulting, but it was really hard to care about this.
Yeah, man. I didn't fucking care. Like, I like Headbangers. They did some interesting stuff throughout the match, minus the botches. But that's fine. Botches don't really matter.
I love tag team wrestling, but like,
there's nothing really.
I feel like at this point it was on life support.
Yeah, this is no Hardy, Dudley.
Yeah,
Edge
thankfully within a couple of years we would get, Outlaws, Acolytes, Edge and Christian.
Oh my
Hardys,
god, yeah, just
to breathe new life. You know what I mean? This is still the shitty era before.
And then Sunny farts on the mic.
She does.
The Godwinns win. That's weird.
Yeah,
I found that really weird and
that
gross.
was very strange. But
thankfully,
whatever.
This Sunny's kind of hot, so I wouldn't mind as much.
We now throw to a video package that Vince calls the month of Stone Cold. After Austin got dumped on his head at SummerSlam, he would raise hell week after week, stunning Slaughter, stunning JR, and most infamously stunning Vince McMahon at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, this was the start of the Vince and Stone Cold rivalry that is probably the best wrestling rivalry ever.
Hard to argue that.
This changed the business. This rocketed the business up into just a crazy era. And Stone Cold was in the forefront. Vince, as crazy as he is, as crazy as a person he is, he made the right change.
Oh, yeah.
Slipping out of commentary, becoming more of a main villain type
He
role,
read the
even though
room.
he is not a wrestler.
He read the room. They were getting the shit kicked out of him by WCW, and Vince was just like, there's got to be a change.
Yeah, and it just works. People related to the blue-collar, redneck character going against the corporate. We still all have that mindset, like, fuck the rich, fuck the corporate, fuck this, fuck the suits. Stone Cold, greatest wrestler, one of the best wrestlers ever.
Yeah, you already know my excitement level about, Steve Austin in general. He is the face of the Attitude Era, and this was just awesome. And what we see of him later on in the show is great. We didn't get to really performing, but just seeing him as a do some character work.
That's gonna be so much fun.
Awesome. But yeah, always happy to see Steve Austin in any shape or form.
The Vince Cell, the worst of all time.
But it's the best at the same time.
It was the worst
not the
Cell.
best.
Better
Not the best,
than
but-
38.
Oh my god.
Facts.
Yeah, he outdid himself. WrestleMania
yeah.
38. As great as Steve was as a competitor, his work on the mic and his segments were just as great.
You believed every fucking word he said. Every word he said was
Authentic.
and that was him being real.
Even though he was on the sideline, he like showcased
oh
himself.
yeah, that does not matter.
As I take no shit. Tough son of a bitch.
You could be injured and still have some effect on, not some, you can cause all the effect on a show. You don't need to wrestle on Raw. Like a top guy never really needs to wrestle on Raw. As long as the character is strong. You know what I mean?
Wholeheartedly. Backstage, a young Michael Cole appears.
Oh my god, look at this man.
Little baby Cole.
He is. He looks like a little baby.
He interviews the King of Hearts. Owen threatens that if Steve touches him, he will hit him with a lawsuit. He asks Cole if he can say the word lawsuit. Cole says, lawsuit. And he goes, yeah, exactly. Like, he's like a bully, but not really.
Oh, yeah. He's the best. I love how he even has Owen 316 on his shirt.
I just broke your neck.
Lots of great, like, heat here.
Can you say lawsuit for me? Lawsuit. That's exactly what it'll be.
Jim Ross is in the ring for a special presentation. WWE wanted to honor some of the greatest wrestling legends from St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. This was a great moment.
It really was.
As much as we usually see Vince bury the legends and legends not really getting the TV time that they deserve or the writing they deserve on TV, this was honestly perfect. Shouting out other promotions as well. This was a great moment.
You got names like Gene Kaniski, Jack Briscoe, Dory Funk Jr., who just recently had an exploding death match at the age of 83.
Oh.
83.
That's funny as fuck.
Biden's younger than him.
Oh my god.
We got the legendary Harley Race, the original Rattlesnake, Terry Funk, and the final two men, Lou Thez and the legendary promoter Sam Mushnick. This was great. Like you said, Kyle, usually when WWE does something like this, it's for an angle. Like, you'll have the bad guy come out and beat up.
Sometimes I kind of like that.
I do too.
It depends.
Yeah, but they didn't do it here, man. It was classy.
Yeah, it was very classy.
Everybody got a nice video package and great responses from the audience. I absolutely adored this. I adored this, and I would love to see more of that nowadays.
I feel like we do need more of this, man. Celebrate some of these guys more, on the regular during these giant
especially
shows.
while they're still with us.
Yeah,
Because then if it's too late, then
and you're never going to see him again. Like, like how many Ric Flair birthdays have we celebrated in the ring?
Yeah, but
how many
Batista
Ric Flair
dragged him.
retirement matches have we celebrated in the ring?
Exactly. But like something classy like this, give him like a little like lifetime achievement. I know you got the Hall of Fame, but like
this was kind of like the Hall of Fame before the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but I feel like just give us a couple more little special moments like this these days, because again, you never know when they're going to be gone.
We go from a positive to a negative real fast. Vince informs the audience that Brian Pillman died of a suspected drug overdose. He says, this is a problem in all sports and all entertainment. Like, way to cover your ass. This was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, you could have just cut it off.
You could
first time.
Yeah, it was like a suspected drug overdose. You know, this happens in other places too. Like,
Stop trying to cover your ass. If you think that was bad enough, it gets so much worse the next night on Raw. Do you guys know about this?
No.
Vince would infamously interview Bryan's wife.
What?
Yeah. Vince would interview Bryan's wife, Melanie.
So he actually worked into like a story, no?
No. He just interviewed her the next night on Raw, just one day after she lost her husband. Vince would press her on, what are you going to do now that you're a single parent? It was just unnecessary and tasteless on Vince's part.
Jeez.
yeah, it's just like, oh, how are you going to raise children without Bryan around? Like,
Can't say I'm surprised.
It was
but,
just read the fucking room, dude. It was a ratings ploy.
Oh, absolutely. So, like, yeah, she was used for not story necessarily, but a rating.
Well, that's if like they interview Sid's wife like the next day, like, oh, what are you gonna do now? Like, fuck you, fuck you, Vince,
Yeah.
you piece of shit. Up next, we got a tournament final: Farooq versus Owen Hart. The winner of this match will be the new Intercontinental Champion.
Guess who says I don't give a fuck?
A tournament was held to crown the new IC champion after Austin got hurt at SummerSlam. Austin was forced to relinquish the title, hand the belt to the new champion here tonight. Farooq makes his way to the ring. I didn't mention this, by the way. I wanted to mention this in the intro. I just didn't get to it. I think the Nation of Domination theme stinks.
Oh, I hate it.
I love
don't
Jim
like
Johnston, but that ain't it, bro.
I don't like it. It just sounds like a Lord of the Rings goblin song or something. Like, I just like, it's scary. It is scary.
how
in
would
a
Def
way.
Rebel do the Nation of Domination theme?
Owen Hart makes his entrance visibly shook. Brian Pillman was a member of this iteration of the Hart Foundation. Like, when he makes his way out, he's usually hot dogging with his slammies. Over here, he's just very, mundane.
Well, yeah, okay, you bringing that up, that's fucking sad.
It's very sad. Like, look at Owen's face. He's not
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not feeling it. Before these men square off, we hear the glass shatter. Stone Cold Steve Austin makes his presence known, and he's going to sit at ringside for this contest. Austin also makes himself the guest timekeeper. Just completely not giving a fuck.
Steve Austin just, as usual, goes rogue, goes right on the announce table, takes over the English announce table, takes over the Spanish announce table, takes over the French announce table.
How funny would it have been if he started like speaking Spanish, like perfect
I would shit
Spanish?
my
like
pants.
fluently. He kind of understood.
No, yeah.
He kind of understood. He was talking back.
I love Ron Simmons. I love Owen Hart. But this
absolutely.
match was not about them.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
was
even
not.
about the Intercontinental title.
It was not. Yeah, exactly. It was
This
not,
was the Steve Austin show.
It was not booked for that. All cameras were on Stone Cold, causing mischief and being the most badass, but also the funniest person
Dude, Austin
to ever exist.
Austin makes himself at home at the commentary desk and completely goes off only the way Stone Cold can.
Oh yeah,
I love that Vince doesn't even say a word and Austin just goes, "Shut up."
yeah.
All right, here we are. Shut up.
The match between Farooq and Owen was fine. They're like technically sound, nothing too crazy. Typically heel versus heel matches or hit or miss. It was really hard to pay attention with Austin at ringside, though.
Oh, he's a comedic genius.
Owen starts working on Farouk's leg when Austin makes his way to the Spanish announce table. Tito starts speaking Spanish, and Austin's like, "You can say that again." You can see him smirk. Like, Austin almost cracks. Like, even he knows how funny he is.
How do you not laugh? That's
You can say that again.
He calls Austin Paquito Loco, to which Steve takes great offense. You call me
crazy?
You call me crazy? You didn't know Stone Cold spoke a little bit of Spanish, did you? Like, he's a fucking menace. Owen has Farooq in the corner when Austin makes his way to the French announce table. Tells the French audience that Stone Cold is going to be in Montreal for Survivor Series. He is a company guy after all.
yeah, absolutely.
He just sold 10,000 pay-per-view buys.
That's how you do it. You put the main guy and just the name of the pay-per-view and it'll sell, baby. In most cases, I usually don't like wrestlers on commentary while the camera's on them while the match is going on. In most cases.
This is an exception, though.
This is absolutely an exception, and Vince is also a genius on this part where he's just focusing on Stone Cold. He's telling Stone Cold basically just fucking
Just do whatever you want.
do whatever you want. That's what it
Balls in your
seems.
court.
He's Bond. He can do whatever he wants.
Jim Neidhart comes out to seemingly give Owen some emotional support. As Anvil distracts the ref, Austin nails Farooq with the IC title. Owen Hart pins and wins the Intercontinental Championship. The match was obviously meh, but Austin's antics made this so entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. The focus was to give Stone Cold that time, and he made the best out of the time he was given.
Dude,
he surely did.
There's never been anyone like him. And nor will there ever be.
No. It's the thing. It's the place. It's the time. It's the era. It's the same thing. Like, we'll never get another Roman. We'll never get another Hulk Hogan. We'll never.
Let's hope not.
We'll never. We'll never get another Cena. Each of these wrestlers are different. That's what makes them great. A real fun thing that I thought was really funny. Owen goes to the camera after all that. Owen goes up to the camera and he's like, I did it all by myself.
Like a little kid.
Yeah.
Mario, what'd you think of the Steve Austin show?
Oh, so good. Like because if he wasn't there, this would have been like a
snooze,
like a total boring.
When I watched this, I was like cheesing, thinking about your reaction to it. Austin would eventually defeat Owen for that very championship at Survivor Series 97. A show that is completely normal and free of any controversy.
Okay.
Los Boricuas versus D.O.A. I'll cut to the chase. This match was not good.
No, but can we talk about how crazy, I think it's Miguel, his body hair is off the chain.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
Is it Miguel?
He looks like Sasquatch. I wrote down Miguel's body hair is disgusting.
No,
he was kind of gross.
He looked like he was wearing a turtleneck.
You can't do that with a turtleneck.
Nice. A perfectly placed Norbit reference will always kill me.
Yep.
I will say it was nice to see Crush Bra again, and I love Savio.
Yeah, Savio is very entertaining. Like, I never, like, when I see him, Savio's body type doesn't match his, like, in-ring style. I believe, on commentary they mentioned he's like a black belt in Taekwondo or whatever. I don't know if that's a shoot or not.
Jeez.
But he's very,
I didn't pick that up.
He's very smooth. There was another guy I was very
Kyle, you were invested
enthralled. I was very enthralled with Los Boricuas.
I had nothing to say about this match. Go off.
Because I just saw the hairy dude in Savio and the guy with the Jeff Hardy blue pants, and it was very distracting. So I was looking at him. The guy with the Jeff Hardy pants kept on pulling up his pants every time he was tagged in. It was extremely distracting. They looked like Puerto Rican Mean Street Posse. But like, I thought they were gonna be good, but no, not really. Only Savio.
No, only Savio and Crush.
Crush Bra.
Those are the two best workers in the match.
So yeah, and other than that, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the Apocalypse Jones. I don't care.
Like the minis match, this was just to fill time and was thrown together last minute. Mario, what did you think of D.O.A. versus the Boricuas?
Don't fucking ask me that question.
Okay, I appreciate his honesty.
I do appreciate
yeah,
the
like it was just like I zoned out so much during this match because I was like, there's nobody I really know here.
You weren't distracted by the hairy man?
Honestly, I didn't know. I didn't even know he existed until you.
I was doing a match in Fortnite and I was still distracted.
Kyle, we grew up Portuguese. Guys like that are a fucking dime a dozen.
Yeah, I know that's a dime a dozen. That's probably why it was intriguing. That's probably why it was intriguing to see it in the wrestling.
You think he's worse than George the Animal Steel?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because at least George didn't have like crazy back hair.
It wasn't that dark.
It wasn't that dark either. It was like
looks like he's wearing another shirt underneath.
It's fucking bad. Finish of the match, Crush hits a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for the pin, and D.O.A. emerged victorious. The faction warfare, it's a good idea on paper. It works great in New Japan, but
Vince doesn't give a fuck about factions.
Dude, when the factions don't have any identities or quality, it's just a snooze. Backstage, Michael Cole tries to get a word from Davey Boy Smith and Bret the Hitman Hart. Bret totally heals on America.
Oh, yeah.
He claims that both him and Bulldog are better than any two Americans in the WWF. Bulldog puts an exclamation point on this promo by saying that him and Bret are going to be victorious tonight, right here in St. Louis. Right here.
Tonight here in St. Louis. Right here.
It's time for the flag match. Bret Hart and the British Bulldog take on Vader and the Patriot. Del Wilkes.
Can you explain to me, because I'm a dumbass, what's the match type here? Is someone supposed
match.
Is someone supposed to grab one of the flags?
Yes.
Okay, Mario. So
Vince
Get this shit.
Because that's how it finished. That's not the finish.
So get this here. Typically, the rules in a flag match, it's to simply grab your country's flag for the win. However, the rules are changed here. You can grab the flag or win by pinfall or submission.
What the fuck's the point?
Exactly.
It should be one or the other.
JR theorized that it's because Vader's 400 pounds and can't climb the pole.
Vader does a fucking moonsault and lands on his feet almost.
Is tremendous in this match.
So my question is, what's the point of having a flag match? As Bret and Davey make their way to the ring, Doc Hendricks interviews... It's Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes interviews Vader and the Patriot. Vader says, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Ain't that a bunch of bullshit?
Yeah, that's great. And he got blurted out, and Vince probably got mad.
Vince on commentary after he said that, he's like,
sorry for the foul language.
Ain't that a bunch of bull?
So the Patriot makes his entrance to Kurt Angle's theme.
Can I hear that?
The Patriot waving Old Glory with authority.
You literally just get any dude who's in good shape, put a USA mask on him and USA gear, give him the USA flag, and it's gonna instantly get a pop. So it really doesn't matter what the fuck he does. It's just the fact that he has the red, white, and blue colors is what makes it like a baby face.
Yeah, this is like a 1980s character. We're in 97, man.
I thought we were in the Attitude Era.
Vader makes his entrance, and away we go. Our commentary team informs us that Vader is still recovering from an injury that he got in a match with Ken Shamrock in Japan. Also, we're told the Patriot is battling the flu. You mix that with the grief that Bret and Davey must be feeling from Pillman's passing, you have a recipe for disaster here. Thankfully, the match wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. There was exciting things. There was exciting.
Oh, great brawling to start things off.
Oh yeah.
When the match officially starts, it's just paint by numbers tag match. Not bad by any means, but I was expecting more, especially with the USA Canada angle they were doing at the time. There was just no sense of urgency, no sizzle to the steak, as Jim Ross would say.
Absolutely. But the thing that really stands out for me in this match is mostly Vader and Bret going at it. I think their
chemistry's great.
Don't get me wrong, I really like Bulldog as well. But it was just specifically, I really like Bret and Vader. Never really saw Bret as a heel. You never really see Bret as a heel. Mm-hmm. And I think this was the first match I saw him work as a heel. So, and he does a great job. I really think Bret makes that work completely.
Like you said, Kyle, Patriot and Vader have no team chemistry between the two. They actually swap places in the match, without tagging each other at some point.
I was gonna mention that. There was another thing where it's Patriot just forgets to tag in. Yeah, he just goes in. He just goes in and and Vince even brings that up.
He's like, what the fuck? Throughout the match, they try to reach for the flags. If the rules are changed, just fucking pin them. The same logic goes for WWE cage matches. If you can win by pinfall, win by pinfall. Stop wasting time trying to fucking escape the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just makes no sense.
I hate it.
We get a great near fall as, Kyle, you're going to love this. Patriot hits Uncle Slam.
Uncle Slam?
That's his finish. Uncle Slam.
Oh, that's... Okay. I guess that's kind of clever.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to just completely bury it.
It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
But for that character, it works.
Yeah.
Uncle Slam. There's a point in the match where things really start to pick up. A fan hits the ring.
Yeah, and Vince is like, an overzealous Patriot has stormed the ring.
He's such a fucking goober.
I wanted to see that, man. I wanted to see, because you could see the crowd reacting to security, probably beating the shit out of this kid.
Oh, Bulldog is definitely kicking his face
Bulldog
in.
got a couple good kicks in there for good measure.
I just wanted to get the camera cut to it, because I want to see that more than this match.
Yeah, I love...
You must be an absolute crazy person to go storm that ring with
Vader.
Giant British Bulldog.
Oh my god. Public service announcement from Wrestling's Real. Don't fucking storm the ring at a wrestling show.
That's obvious, yeah.
Don't do it.
Unless they pre-booked you and they
unless you're part of the storyline.
Unless you're Jelly Roll and you're doing fucking rock bottoms.
Jelly Roll.
He killed it. That was a great joke.
He should be a wrestler.
Finish of the match, Vader hits the Vader bomb on Bret. Patriot goes for the O'Connor roll, and Bret reverses into a pinfall of his own. Pulls the tights. 1, 2, 3. Bret Hart and the British Bulldog are victorious.
Good shit, Bret. I like heel Bret.
It was fun. This was a fun match. It wasn't fucking amazing. Especially, with
But-
what we have on
I mean,
the
the
show.
most amazing thing is the shit that Vader does. I think some of the moves Vader
it's
pulls
wild.
off.
There's an amazing spot where Vader goes for the moonsault and someone moves out of the way and
Bulldog.
he lands.
And
Yeah, he lands on his feet.
So what the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Guys his size shouldn't be doing that shit.
with the flashing camera. It looks like supernatural. It's awesome. Talk about babyface, Mr. The Patriot
Oh yeah.
beats the fuck out of Bret just because he got one upped in a roll up. Yeah, that's quite the American thing to do, I guess.
I mean, we do be sore losers.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
You should see me play Mario Party. Like, I don't take defeat very well.
Yeah, I unplug the controller usually. But yeah, the Patriot's he's a John. He's Johning.
I think the biggest critique I have of this match is the length. It was way too fucking long.
Yeah, it was. It was a very long match.
But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't entertained.
Yeah, there were some enjoyable spots and stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it overall. I enjoyed it
Me too.
overall.
Mario, did you like this match?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's always good to see, a Bret match, number one, and him teaming with Bulldog is great. It's always a great team there. And yeah, I was just disappointed of the whole, match stipulation is thrown out the window. That was my biggest complaint because I'm like, man, this would have been a little more fun to, see. I wanted to see a spot with the flag,
Yeah. But the rules were just thrown out of the window.
So ridiculous.
So dumb.
Come on, man.
Something that has never happened before is just about to happen, gentlemen. The Hell in the Cell, the cell itself is being lowered. Here it comes.
Main event time, boys. It's The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the first ever Hell in a Cell match. As I said earlier, Shawn and Taker's feud has reached a boiling point. At SummerSlam, Shawn cost Undertaker the world title by inadvertently cracking him with a chair. Instead of being apologetic, Shawn can give a fuck what Undertaker or anyone else thinks. Shawn had a massive chip on his shoulder. He felt bitter and unappreciated. He actually wanted to leave to go to WCW.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that intense.
Yeah, to join his buddies. But when Vince wouldn't let him, Shawn took matters into his own hands. He formed D Generation X with Triple H, Chyna, and Rick Rude. They pushed the envelope on a weekly basis, both in storyline and in reality. Shawn Michaels was unhinged.
Absolute menace.
Tremendous.
While all that's happening, Paul Bearer drops a bomb on Taker in the beginning of the summer. Paul Bearer revealed to the world that Undertaker started a fire in his family funeral home, killing his parents and presumably killing his younger brother, KANE. Paul Bearer informed Undertaker that not only is KANE alive, but he's coming for you.
Beautifully planting the seeds.
This is fucking theater.
It really is. It really is. As silly as it sounds and over the top, that's what it is, baby. That's wrestling. KANE is alive! Like that, exactly.
He's
that
alive, Undertaker!
You get like a uncomfortable feeling. It's great. And I wish I was watching wrestling at this time to see this live and to get that anticipation.
Yeah, because
of KANE.
People were
what
thinking,
what does KANE look like?
If he died in a fire, is he burned? What does he look like?
And this is no other just like wrestler making their debut. There wasn't any video packages of like, oh, this wrestler is coming. We have no idea what this person looks like. All we know is that he got fucked up in a fire and he's the Undertaker's brother. And that alone puts credibility on KANE.
Immediately.
Just for being Undertaker's brother.
Just to be associated with Undertaker.
My voice cracked there, but
Fuck
see,
it.
I'm really passionate about KANE. You can just say the word KANE and just, KANE.
Shawn Michaels makes his way to the ring, flanked by DX. As he makes his way down the ramp, he mouths, "I'm the man."
He is 100% just
in it.
He's in it, and he's just like cocky as hell, man. There's another word for it, but dickhead.
He do be a dickhead.
Peak Shawn. Well, maybe not peak Shawn, but because you can make an argument for that.
Shawn had a lot of peaks.
And that's why he's the greatest.
He is, yeah. He
had so many
peaked
peaks.
several times in his career. Thunder starts to roll, the gong hits, and the lights come down. The Phenom makes his way to the cell.
And you were mentioning the cell is lowering. The cell is lowering during Undertaker's entrance as his music is playing. And again, as we were mentioning before, it's some final boss shit.
Dude.
Motherfucker, this is my playground.
Yes. Undertaker's entrance never gets old. It's like the introduction to Persona 5. Like, you need to watch the opening animation. If I'm watching an Undertaker match, I'm watching the entrance.
Yeah, like a lot of people are very impatient about Undertaker's entrance sometimes.
I love it.
That's what makes the character.
Oh yeah, I mean it's always so cool to see him come out, and just it's iconic. There's a reason why he's one of the greats, and I'm always so happy to see him nowadays too, because he always had to be in character. He always had to be Undertaker, but now he got to like really relax and like be himself.
He earned the right to be himself, and I'm so happy.
He is the best.
Shawn's cocky attitude immediately goes away once that cell comes down, and he's face to face with Taker. Like, he is shitting himself.
They didn't like each other for a shoot.
Yeah.
But Shawn makes Undertaker look like $1 trillion. Makes him look like a monster.
The match starts with Shawn doing everything he can to avoid this man. It's like a final encounter in a horror movie.
Yeah, and you literally can't do anything.
You can't do anything. Taker finally gets his hands on Shawn, and it is so satisfying to see this cocky prick get what he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Taker throws him all over the place. Shawn is bumping like a fucking boss.
Oh, he's going crazy, man. And that's what makes Shawn the best. He makes everyone look good, including himself.
Shawn gets a little bit of offense, but only for a fleeting moment. Taker just drills him.
Yeah, that was the theme throughout this match, with just Taker just getting the upper hand in every situation, while HBK slowly tries to make a comeback where Undertaker just shuts him down instantly.
Every time he finds an opening, Taker is right there to fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Mr. X in Resident Evil 2. Taker hits an old school, hits a leg drop, and then hits Shawn with a backdrop. And Shawn goes so high that his feet scrape the roof of the cell.
There's a cool moment where HBK like does like a tope suicida, hits Undertaker, and then climbs like the wall into it like an elbow drop.
Dude.
Utilizing, again, these two utilize the cell as either a weapon or something to go on top of to use as an offensive move. It's great.
I cringe every time that they throw each other into the chain link, because I took a chain link bump before. I was mowing the lawn, and I have a chain link fence going around my yard, and I was mowing the lawn. I was trying to get the corners, and I fell backwards and hit my head on the chain link. I thought I was gonna fucking die. So like watching this, like, oh, he just bounces right off. No, that shit fucking hurts.
Yeah, it does.
It's brutal. Like you said, Kyle, he uses the cell to his advantage. He hits that elbow drop right on the floor. What a fucking boss.
Pile drives Taker on the steel steps.
Dude.
And then cusses out the cameraman, telling him to fuck off. Get the fuck out of my way.
Remember, this is 97, Shawn. He's a prick.
HBK brings out the chair, too. Tries to hit Taker with that. That doesn't do shit, because Undertaker's the GOAT.
Oh, dude, he cracks him with the chair twice.
Yeah.
And Taker kicks out.
A lot of story here with the chair.
Shawn ties Taker into the ropes. Shawn goes for an attack, but the Phenom backdrops Shawn out of the ring on top of that pesky cameraman.
That pesky cameraman, he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. He was just at the wrong place, wrong time. And it was a great visual, like the camera falling over.
It was cool.
And instead of just telling the guy to get the fuck out of the way, Shawn proceeds to kick the shit out of this cameraman.
Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck that.
Fuck the enhancement talent.
This poor worker. He's just trying to make money.
He's just trying to make a dime.
I think Jim Ross said, it's just like, this guy is just trying to provide for his family.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the best.
We might want to get some medical attention and for the cameraman. I don't know if anybody cares.
Sergeant Slaughter comes out to assist this poor dude, and like an idiot, leaves the cell door wide open. Shawn's in the ring, hits an elbow drop, and then a patented sweet chin music, but Undertaker just comes right up.
Yep, gets up instantly, does not give a fuck.
Just rise, and the crowd comes unglued.
Yeah, crowd loves it.
Shawn, being the chicken shit he is, makes a run for it, but Taker stops him in his tracks and just catapults him into the cage.
A lot of times.
many times.
Many times, HBK gets drenched in fucking blood instantly.
Oh my god, dude, he is a bloody mess.
The puddle, man. He's in a fucking puddle of his blood.
The tables have completely turned. Undertaker just punishes HBK. Shawn makes another escape attempt. This time he's trying to go up. Put yourself in the time, boys. This is the first match of its kind. Like, no one has ever seen shit like this.
Oh no, this is all brand new to the crowd and to the people watching this pay-per-view at this time. So it goes to show how exciting it was. I can't imagine watching this live, bro.
Dude, it's so gross, but the blood trickling down from the roof is such an awesome visual.
That's the best shot. That's one of the best shots of the whole match.
They censored it in the network, but the cameraman in the live feed, he goes, "Ah, shit," and he wipes it with the fucking thing. Like,
The Undertaker greeting Shawn Michaels' face.
Shawn makes another escape attempt, but this time he's trying to go down. He goes down all right.
Yeah, Undertaker boots his fucking face in.
Shawn's holding on for dear life, and Taker just stomps on his hand. Long live the king. Sends Shawn crashing right through the Spanish announce table.
Rest in peace, Spanish announce table.
I wish Austin was still at the table. Man, what the hell are you doing? At this point in the match, Shawn is wearing the crimson mask, as they say.
Oh, there's another crimson mask down the line, baby.
Oh.
Jamie.
Taker knows he has him beat. He's just playing with his food at this point. Taker goes under the ring, grabs a chair, and scrambles Shawn's brains.
That's what he fucking gets.
Poor Shawn. You almost feel bad for him.
Oh, I guess.
You almost feel bad for the guy.
In story, he's the heel son of a bitch.
That's true, but I don't know.
He deserves it.
Part of me sympathizes with him only because he's getting the shit kicked out of him. And that chair shot did not look good.
Well, yeah, he ate that chair shot, all right.
Taker signals for the tombstone pile driver. It's a wrap until
Now will come the tombstone. No.
the lights go down. We hear an organ. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, there's genuine silence. The crowd has no idea. The crowd's like, wait a second. And then they pop.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, they just realize, holy shit, that's Kane?
For my money, this is the greatest debut in WWE history.
It's hard to argue that. It really is. You see the flames rise, Bear screaming. This machine of a man rips the cage door open like a mutant, beats the shit out of Earl. And for the first time, I believe, correct me, because I don't know shit.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
But Undertaker, this is the first time Undertaker shows surprise or like any crazy emotion like this.
Yeah, he's shook.
He's genuinely shocked. We've never seen the Undertaker shocked like that.
Watching this now in hindsight, it's still awesome, but imagine watching this live.
Oh, dude, you'd shit your pants. Are you kidding me?
Dude, the brothers come face to face. Kane raises his arm slowly, drops them, and flames shoot from each corner.
Well, I don't think each corner. I think three.
Okay,
of them.
3, but still, it's masterful. Kane picks up Taker and drills him down to the canvas with Undertaker's own finisher.
Yeah, you've never seen Undertaker manhandled like this.
Dude.
Like, I guess like Giant Gonzalez, if you want to
No,
bring
I
that
don't want to
up.
go that far.
All right.
I wouldn't go
then
that far.
yes. This is the first time Taker has been manhandled like this, with his own finish, no less. And as those lights like rise and he's like just standing still, the crowd is getting like the look, genuine good look at him, and it must
so
be
cool.
fucking crazy. He's the coolest looking wrestler ever.
The commentators are stunned. The audience is stunned. And quite frankly, I'm stunned. Like, why does this still give me goosebumps after 27 years? What a moment. What a fucking moment. Kane's job is done. He heads to the back, and the commentators are still processing what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Shawn emerges from his pool of blood for a desperation cover. Earl does the slowest count in history.
Hey, that's a champion count.
You can watch Return of the King
I don't
in
know.
between each count. Shawn Michaels has defeated The Undertaker and will challenge Bret Hart at Survivor Series.
Oh shit.
Boys, chef's fucking kiss.
Yeah, that was a great main event.
This was one of the greatest matches, as well as one of the greatest debuts in wrestling history.
Yeah, just a great match. Fucking bloody, crazy. Definitely match of the night here.
Oh yeah, without question.
Without a fucking doubt.
Without question. If you were going to see the minis, I swear to God.
Yeah, number 2. That's the second.
That could be the second. But yeah, this was incredible. This is the epitome of a one-match show. I can't say I recommend watching this entire pay-per-view, but the main event is mandatory viewing. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're a wrestling fan and you've never watched the first Hell in a Cell, please please do yourself a favor because it is magical.
It's an extremely important note in WWF/WWE history, wrestling history. It's amazing. We haven't seen anything like that in wrestling during that time.
What did you guys think of the show as a whole?
Show overall, I thought it was good. I thought it was all right, I guess. But again, like you said, and Mario said, it's kind of like a one-match show. I don't mind the flag match. It wasn't bad. A lot of these matches weren't like bad.
No.
But you can't fucking top Shawn and Taker.
Absolutely not.
But I do recommend this show. Watch it. It's a good, important piece in wrestling history.
I want to see the alternate universe version of this where Pillman and Dude Love have that match.
It would be a good show.
I think that would have probably maybe put this up a point high. Like if I was to give this whole show like a score, I'd be like maybe like 6.5 to a 7. I mean, probably 7 just because that cage match just, saves it overall.
If you guys watched this show, what do you think of Bad Blood 1997? And if you have any fond memories of this time, let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that typical YouTuber bullshit. I hate asking, but I feel like
don't
hit
ask,
that
don't
notification bell.
Hit the notification bell as well.
What are they, fucking dogs?
No.
They're human beings, for Christ's sake. They'll do whatever they want.
Thank you again, guys, for all of the support and the love we've had in this year. Guys, let's go another fucking year. What do you say?
Let's do it. Let's go watch Dynamite right now.
Let's go watch Dynamite.
Bryan Danielson just came off one of the greatest matches, and Swerve, one of the greatest matches
fucking
ever.
Tremendous. Next episode after this, we're approaching spooky season. Woo. We'll have something spooky for you. The Wrestling's Real boys never disappoint. As for Wrestling's Real, I am Andy. This is my brother Kyle, and that's my brother Mario. Remember, wrestling
is real.
He picked out Loco. He's like, Loco, you call me crazy?
Swipe or no swiping.
On the map. If there's a place you want to go on the map. Backpack. What? Got the backpack loaded up with gimmicks and knickknacks too. We're going to SummerSlam. Bad Blood. What? Survivor Series. SummerSlam. What? Bad Blood. What? Survivor Series. What? If you want me to stop a mud hole and swipers at it, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, holy shit. I have a fucking headache.